Okay, I think we're live. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me, please. I know it's a little bit too late, but I know it's Christmas time, and hopefully you guys had a wonderful Christmas, and also hope you guys enjoy the holiday so far. And for me, at least, I've had a great time, even though we are not on a break here in China for Christmas. But um, we've gone through quite a few wonderful things and changes on our company that is looking very promising in the incoming year, including Discovery Optics is going to the SHOT Show next year. So, I mean, 2025. So we're looking forward to meet you guys there. Um, Okay, I think we have someone here. Mike Hunting Supplies. Okay, hi, Mike. 你好吗? I'm doing very well, thank you. And how are you doing, sir? Well, we are. Um, yeah, it's getting a little bit cold. I mean, like freezing cold right now here around where I am because um, I thought that in more south part of China is going to be a little bit warmer, but here in the Hunan province, we are kind of like a pocket to hold the. It's like holding like the cold air coming from the like the central continent of Asia, and that's I think that's one of the reasons it's so freezing cold right now here. It's both like humid. I think outside the humidity is around like 40 to 50%, but the temperature is also pretty low. It's like, let me convert to Fahrenheit really quick. Since I left the United States, I'm not very good at doing temperature in Fahrenheit anymore. So it's about around 30, 32 degree, 30 something, 33, 32 degree. But it feels like it's like, but it feels like it's like 5 degree instead. So yeah, that's one of the things I have to get used to so far here. I think we have a few people in right now. How is everyone's Christmas? And if you guys haven't received the Christmas email, I hope you guys have a very late Merry Christmas. And if you guys can hear me, all the audio and video is going good, and let me know as well if there's anything that I can change to make it a little bit better. Oh my, how are you? Yeah, my assistant is she's responding at least. So from according to the feedback from the last live stream session, I thought going into the deep end of the optics, like how optical design or the glass lens, everything is a little bit too much for the average audience. Even though I tried to simplify everything to a degree that I thought every people can understand, but I went back and listened to all the things I went through and decided to change up the topic a little bit this time because I thought if I'm going to talk about lens and coatings and optical design in the future, I need to change. I need to prepare it a little bit better for people who are like not super deep into that because for the average end user, most people only care about okay, what's the value of the product and also what are you expecting or what's the difference between your product and other people's instead of okay how things are designed or how we make things, right? So that's one of the reasons I'm going to talk about a little bit. I'm going to go through a little bit different topic this time. So as scheduled, we are going to talk about okay, what can we get or what is Discovery Optics offering if you only have $300 optic budget, right? So I think for me, I would like to go back in time in a little bit to talk about how the like the how do you say that? Like the precision optics has been since I think since like mid of the 2015, somewhere around there. So what happened in the first focal plane precision optics for like long range shooting? As far as I recall, the very first affordable or like how do you say usable and affordable front focal plane high power scope that is available was dated back to like around 2015 or 2016 time when the Viper PST 5 to 25 came out around that time by Vortex. And then that's a front focal plane with the higher enough magnification, really good turret features with also zero stop, and it's coming around like $1,000. So I think back then it was a really good choice. But also before that, there was like a Gen 1 Razer HD 5 to 20. I think that was the first wave of like affordable for front focal plane optics. Of course, there were some offering from Bushnell and other companies that it's competitive, but not as like full featured. When I talk about full feature, I mean good enough magnification for around at least 20 power on the higher end, and 4 and 5, or it doesn't really matter, 4, 5, 6 power around the lower end, and with the 56 or 50 millimeter objective with good light gathering capability, and the turret needs to be tactical with the zero stop reset and side focus, right? And also, of course, front focal plane with possibly mostly a tree type reticle for the long range shooting, right? So and then when the time, there hasn't been too much revolutionary design since like back in 2015, 2016, until maybe later Vortex come up with their Diamondback Tactical, right? That was coming around 350 to right now it's at 350, I thought, and around $450, 400-ish, and that scope is more affordable. Basically, cut the price from the Viper to Viper PST 2.5. But in sacrifice of internal elevation rate, internal adjustment range, and also I thought the glass is definitely not as good. No illumination, of course, and no zero stop. So people could get by with that for like entry level long range, maybe up to like $1,000 or something, but nothing beyond that. And also the because it's going to run out of adjustment range, and also oh, excuse me. The people reporting the repeatability of the scope is not as great as the Viper PST, because the Viper PST was made in Philippines by Kenko, the Japanese OEM, and the Diamondback Tactical was made in China. But the earlier stage of the Chinese manufacturer OEM for front focal plane optics was not as good as what it is right now. So people were suffering from a lot of inconsistency of the scope. And then rolling all the way up to 25 years later, probably, and like around 2019, here comes the big contender, Arkin, and came into the optics world now with very affordable featured long-range oriented scope. And then that kind of flipped the world around so that people can actually we can have a precision optics around with all the feature around $500 somewhere around there. And then after that, I think a few years later, we coming to the scene around 2022, somewhere around there. So, and now it's 2020, almost 2025. And then $300 range is still very, I don't say it's like a very affordable price for the $300 range is still very affordable price range for the entry level people because okay, average hunting rifle or like the lower end of the hunting rifle goes around like 350 to 400, and sometimes if you are willing to pay a little bit more, get a Tika or something, it's like 7 or 8, 6 or 7 or 8, and then $300 to $400 scope is going to be a very reasonable choice for them if something is needed for like long range. And then going to the let's if I just can I share the entire screen with you guys? Let me see. Good. Okay, right here. Hmm. So Discovery Optics solution for this. So we decide, okay, what if we tackle this question for like it in a topic for $300 a little bit more different. So what if we can offer our customer both a very good full feature precision optics and also a very good set of rings or mount, and then that they can basically have everything set up for their hunt, for their shooting with that kind of budget, and then that would be wonderful, right? Because I mean, excuse me, sorry, I'm a little bit under the weather. um, and then we can see on our website there are two. I'm going to go through two main options, and the first one is this venerable, I mean, Legacy 5230 HD Gen 2 was coming around $270. And also we have a brand new option of the LHD 8 to 32 by 56. So this one is an updated version of our old LHD 8 to 32 by 50 scope. That one has been on the shelf for almost a year now, and then it went out of stock basically as soon as it hit the shelf, at least on Amazon Flash, and people seems to be liking that scope a lot. And and of course, this 532-56 has been our kind of leading sellers for almost all platforms across the entire globe. Even in Europe, people really liking this HD option for a little bit less price compared to the ED line. But if we going back to the topic, is that this LHD and also the HD Gen 2, we are pricing it. We did this on purpose to price it around 270, 200, in between 250 to 270 dollar US dollar coming in the price, so that people, when they are shopping on our website, and they can pick up basically a scope mount, one piece scope mount for their AR, or if you need a 20 MOA, or you just need something that is more rigid to make sure your optics and rifles are holding zero. And also, if you have known us for quite a while, we have this very precision machine 77.5 aluminum rings for you guys coming just under, I mean, just at $50. So are there any questions? So let me go through the question really quick. And okay, I use the code 5 sorry, let me go back to all the way to the top, and I think I missed quite a few. Look and sounds good, Michael. Thank you for coming in, and welcome. I am doing great, Discovery Optics. Hope you can extend for 1 week or more code. 1 week, okay. You're looking to get 1 more week of the code Christmas, right? Yeah, I'll see. I'll talk to the website operator and see what they think of the. Maybe we'll do another one for the new year instead. But we'll keep this thing going. Holiday season is not done yet, for sure. I use that code for 5225. Thanks, Discovery. Yeah, thank you for supporting us. And I mean, we love to talk to our customers and clients. And if you guys have any feedbacks or suggestions, feel free to talk. I mean, just throw it in there and we can talk about it. And that it's the third one. Yeah. we have a lot of return customers for, as far as we know, and bought like 5, 6 of our optics. And I talked to our website operator, and he said that never had he worked for a company that have that many like return customers who selling like Amazon or whatever. But it has been a good year for us at least. um, Sorry, shooter. Amatarian. I'm not sure what language you are typing in, but yeah, if my assistant, if you can help me translate that, that would be great. Um, okay, I think we're at the bottom of our comments, and let's see. So for people who are just joining in, we are going to talk about Discovery's options or offerings for a $300 price range for people who are looking for like entry level or even just getting into the long range, and what kind of options do we have for that price range or budget. So I'm going back to share my wait share my screen really quick. I'm back with you. Mm. So for the optics is this HD Gen 2 5230, and the LHD, which is this is actually a brand new update or a brand new version of our older LHD model, and then it's being updated and upscaled and performs ever better compared to the previous one. And I think Moondog, the industry has reviewed this optics just not very long. I think it was just last week, and you guys can take a look at it. Let me type in the chat this channel. All right. And if I can type Moondog Industries, yeah, it's his channel had reviewed just recently reviewed this. So I am going to talk about for the next few minutes I'm going to talk about this optic right here, the LHD A232, compared to the previous version, the one we had for the last year, which has been discontinued, and it's the A232 by 50, and we'll go from there. So this LHD A232 we designed this optic with the 4x zoom system because I don't know if you guys know the Athlon A232. Right now it's A234. It's Argos. Yeah, Argos optic has been a really hot seller on Amazon or in a lot of other places. I've seen them before at the range. I think at least 3 times within a month, and people seem to be liking that very well. So we thought, okay, if 8 to 32 magnification is very popular in the States, why isn't like more people are doing it, right? So we just hopped it on and then just okay, we're gonna put this optical system in a little bit smaller package, which has the 30mm tube, and also try to cut the weight as much as possible without sacrificing too much of the feature. For example, like zero stop, side focus, and everything. And the last generation of the 8-32, we were able to achieve the goal, but in terms of the perfection of the performance, it has a little bit drawback of the not having enough internal adjustment, because the old one, if you guys remember, there is the older version of the LHD 8-32 has only 18 mils of the internal elevation adjustment range. So people had been reporting that some of their rifle is not. Was not able to zero. So getting a initial zero. So then we decided, okay, if we're going to do an update on this specific optic, we're going to definitely address that issue by possibly going to a bigger tube size. And then now it's in this optic right here. It's on a 34mm tube with definitely enough. If you guys can see here, it's a 36 mil of internal adjustment. So I'm not going to say, okay, you're gonna have a perfect image on the across the entire elevation range, but for me at least, I can get at least 10 mil or 15 mils on the both sides, and that's great enough for people who are shooting onto like within the 1500 yard, right? With most majority of the cartridges, for example, like 308 or 6.5 or any sixes or even like seven, like the new hotness 7 PRC, something like that. So this is going to be enough, well enough for most people, and without too much sacrifice of the weight, because the other optics with 36 mil of internal adjustment for from Discovery is coming in over 40, something of over 45 ounces. So right now is that's 35.6. I know it's not like considered lightweight, um, but we've tried to cut down on the weight on this specific optic and trying to maintain the performances. And we also noticed that a lot of people unexpectedly are putting our 5 to 25 ED models on their hunting rifles and not causing too much issues. So we figure, okay, we can open up the weight side of the designs and then try to make things more affordable and also like a little bit better. So yeah, so there's definitely a sacrifice in weight and size, but in terms of the performance of this optics, I've seen it for myself, and it's been I think it's been it performs way beyond what the value or the price is coming. So that's my opinion. And also there's not too much to talk about in terms of like eye relief or field of view, because it's just very standard what the Discovery has been doing in terms of their optical system. If you are concerned or wanting to know what kind of optical performance is, you can go check, definitely go check out the Moondog Industries Moondog Industries review and take a look at for yourself, or just get one before the sales goes up. So, and another change on this specific optic is we changed the minimum focus to 25 to compensate for the change of the objective lens and all the optical system, the changes in the optical system. So this has been a very, how do you say, a more versatile or like a more budget-oriented version of our ED 5 to 25, or like all the models around there. So I think it's, let me see. I consider this a very competitive option for the price range. Also, it's like 250. So even if it's not in style, you can basically pair it with one of our brand new heavy duty cantilever mount and then keep it on at 300. So that's our solution one. So let me go check really quick if there's any uh, let's see. Comments and see. Hello, Discovery Optics friend. And will there be any promotion for Brazil? Um, I am not aware of anything over there yet. My assistant, will you please respond to the question about like the customers in Brazil? Because like for my duty here, we are mainly streaming this to the audience in the United States or North America, and of course South America as well. But in terms of marketing, I know there is a restriction on the imports or what we can sell there in Brazil, but I'm not 100% sure. So, my assistant, can you basically give him a answer or even get his contact info and then let him know what's going on? Okay. Welcome. Yeah, thank you guys for coming in. This has been a blessing to our company. We're able to do this live stream for you guys. If you guys have other friends or people who are interested in getting to know Discovery Optics better, we are streaming every single Friday around the same time, and hopefully we can bring more people into the interaction to just letting people get to know us a little bit better. Um, and let's see. I'm going to go back to the topic of the let's see, the live stream. Can you guys? Oh, excuse me. Can you guys see? Can you guys see us on my screen still? Okay. So the other option I was talking about is this Gen 2 5 to 30 rifle scope. So if you just look in the numbers, the 5 to 30 and 8 to 32, they look really, really similar. But what is the really difference between these two? The first is that this one is our legacy 8 6 times zoom system with 5 to 30 magnification. So people who are in the States or who knows Discovery has seen there's a Gen 1. I think we discontinued that just a little bit mm, before November this year, and then we're putting this Gen 2 on the market, and then hopefully it's like a renewed design for what we have been doing. So, and what's the difference between these two then? So I consider this one as a more target oriented instead of the 8 to 32 is like a general purpose rifle scope. The biggest difference to me is that the turret on the 5 to 30 HD model is a lot bigger than the 8 to 32. So I'm going to do a side to side comparison on here. All right. Can you guys? Hope you guys can see the screen right here. So right here. Yeah. So the turret on the 5 to 30 is we made this bigger on purpose is because we thought, okay, people is going to turn turret a lot more frequent compared to the 8 to 32. And that's more like target oriented option for you. And also the 5 to 30 here has a enlarged side focus wheel. So it's a little bit bigger than what conventional scope look like this one. So when you are target shooting, turning and when you're twisting the turret and also changing the parallax setting, very often we have that setting for you so that for target shooting, this is a lot, I think this would suit more purpose a lot more. In terms of the optical performance, because um, the HD 530 has our very experienced or very legacy 6 times zoom magnification. We have updated the optical performance of this one here, and also you can reflect. You can basically it is reflected on the price of the optic as well. So I consider the optical performance on this 5 to 30 is, let's see, about 10%, 10 to in between 10 to 15% better compared to the LHD models. One second. Let me, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna mute myself for like 20 seconds. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just a little bit under the weather right now. So if you guys can figure, yeah. So we are at, well, where are we at right now? Oh, right here. All right. So both of these optics has the mill type tree reticle, and then they are almost like, I mean, they are scaled to the magnification. So in the reticle is actually identical. It's made like front focal plane made for the precision like long range shooting, but also it has both have illumination as well. It's just not marked on this one here. And if you go to the data card, and you guys can compare the data here on my screen. And the 5 to 30 is a little bit heavier compared to the 8 to 32. So if you are in tight weight, uh, if you're like really tight on the weight, and I think the 8 to 32 is a little bit better for you in terms of like optical performance, also the field of view. I think the 5 to 30 can go down to like 5 hours. So finding your target like for long range shooting, it might be a little bit easier. And the length is almost identical as well. The both has above 30 mils of internal adjustment, and what else? Other than that, it's not too much of the difference, right? If you guys can see. Mostly it's the appearance and the outfit. That one is suited for like target shooting. The other one is more general purpose. And then other than that, I think these two are pretty much interchangeable if you prefer one over the other. Of course, there's a type. The price difference reflect on mostly the optical performance. It's not mechanical anymore. And if you guys have any other questions about these two optics, just let me know. I can. I'm gonna switch back to the live. Wait, stream. Okay. So I'm going. Let's go through the comment really quick. And Michael Links, yes. Um, my accounting supplies. Thank you, Discover Optics. I really appreciate your kind answer. You're welcome. You are very welcome. And thank you for coming in on time every single time. And then I hope we can make this rolling up. And then if you guys think there are more people you guys can invite to the live stream and talk to, talk to the OEM, and not OEM, but the Discovery the optics manufacturer directly, and you're very welcome to. Moondog, happy Christmas, everyone. Happy Christmas. Okay, happy Christmas, everyone. I didn't. I'm preparing for the post-Christmas live stream tonight for 6 p.m. PST, so I can't say. Yeah, no problem at all. And I think I might just drop by when I'm down here to your live stream, and then, and if you don't mind, or we are actually looking forward to do either drop in or just to do a live stream session with one of our affiliated YouTubers or people who are interested. So hope you're feeling better, Link. Okay, thank you. I think I'm getting better. It was just the weather hitting me pretty hard, so might take another week or so, and sorry, it might take another day or so. I'm usually very quick going over a cold or flu, those kind of things. So, hey, Tom, Merry Christmas and to your family. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this live stream, I think we have gone through pretty much everything we are prepared in terms of optics. So around $250 range, that's the 8 to 32 and 5 to 30 HD and LHD models for you. And if you are unfamiliar with the HD model of the HD 5 to 30 I just talked about, go to Epic Arms channel, and then he has a very in-depth, detailed review of the Epic Arms. And he has a very, very detailed review of this HD 5 to 30 model. And I consider that kind of like a go-to review for if people are interested in. And also, of course, you can definitely reach out to us, and our customer service will take care of your questions as well. And so that's the optics part for you guys. And then I'm going to talk about the rings and mounts really quick. And if you guys haven't seen, we have a very talented animator who did a excellent job on like what to illustrate how the rings and mounts with a smooth surface. We call it inner grinding, like kind of like a proprietary way to keep our mounts very precise. And the animated version of how the manufacturing process is posted on our website. Oh, sorry, on our YouTube channel. So just definitely go and check that out, and then we can. I think this, yeah, it's also posted on the. It's right here because I'm like talking right here. So I'm going to go through this video really quick, and then you guys can go to on our website and just check this out. So basically, so this one is a standard NATO rail, and we just mount this optic mount on the rail with the proper torque value, and space it with the spacer right here, and then put it back. Because it's 20 MOA mount, canted mount, so it's being rotated, and then there's a machining tool, and then go through and grind it all the way through the board, and then ensure that this two rings on the optic mount is extremely light up. And yeah, so there are different dimensions of how this grinding process is affecting the accuracy, both the coaxial, uh, axial, coaxial, sorry, the axial, the vertical, including like how the, like the height of the object, and also like the diameter. Because I mean, you guys, I know a lot of people have wondered, okay, and if my scope tube is 30 millimeter, if the scope mount is coming in like a little bit smaller or like bigger, it's going to cause a problem. But with this process, it's not going to anymore. And when you install it, basically we require people to do it as instructed, like 20 and 30 inch-pound of torque. And this is our scope ring, scope mount, one-piece mount for this. And all of our 6061 and also 7075 scope rings are machined on with the same process to make sure the accuracy. So definitely go check out that video or our each channel. I'm gonna post it on the. Yeah, this is the video. If you guys have time, just go check it out. And also some features of this specific mount here. Uh, three uh, triple set screws on the top cap with the base to make sure that it grabs your optic very securely. And also it a little bit has quite a bit of cantilever feature, because we know that a lot of people are shooting precision AR-15 platform, so it needs a cantilever to maintain the proper eye relief. The what else? And also we put the two index pins on the scope mount right here to basically when you mount it, it's like very easy process to line up all the screws. Just push the pin down to the pinhole, and then that's all very easy and nice. Okay, I think there's the comment right here from Michael. My rings story: bought a high power optic, now discovery, and supplied rings bound the optic mechanism, bind the scope mechanism, replace rings with Discovery 7075, and it was good again. Thanks, Discovery. Yeah, thank you for sharing. That's a extremely welcome story for how our scope rings can possibly achieve, is that we do not want our scope to be destroyed or crushed by our scope mount. And the I've seen people are using our rings on high-dollar optics because it's just how good they are. I think so. In my opinion, this scope rings, if you are using basically the US or European standards for how good it performs, it should come in around probably like around 200 US dollars, somewhere around there, for how well they are made. But we are trying to make things affordable, because it's not because it's made in China, so that is like trash, but it's like we can make things a little bit more affordable so that people who are just getting into the sport, or people who are shooting, I mean, for the precision, would have a more budget on doing something else. Because shooting sports as a whole, the majority of the cost, in my opinion, or in Discovery Optics opinion, should be spent on range strips and also ammunition, because those are the I think we think they are the most limiting factor of how people can enjoy shooting. Instead of, okay, we only have like the $400 $400 or $500 budget every year for like shooting supplies, but we spend them all on the optics that, or mounts that perform not that well. So yeah, that's our philosophy of making things. Um, um, so like by saving 150 every year for scope mount or rings, basically people who enjoy shooting would have more budget on either reloading, ammunition, and also the scope. Maybe save up for a better rifle. And that's the scope mount for us. So yeah, to me, it does not make sense that something is, I mean, machined aluminum parts should be sold on any online platform like over, let's say, like a $250. That's just to me, it's just that price, that margin of profit is a little bit. Of course, you can argue that to manufacture things in having anywhere outside of China, like even in European countries or in the United States, is a cost. I mean, the cost of manufacture is a lot higher, but majority of the parts, for example, like someone's selling the scope mount for 250, but it costs like $20 to make. And then that's that's how the scope mount industry is. Scope mounts rings, part of the shooting community is doing right now, and we consider it's, I mean, at least for me, it's not like unethical, but for us, it's like we, that kind of limit how many people, how people can enjoy in the sport, right? So we are committed to change that. And let's see, going to that's the one piece scope mount, like what Michael was talking about. We have this 7075 scope rings as well, and I think let me do a side by side comparison really quick. Where is the okay, right here. Need to share back the screen right here. Okay. So these are both the rings that we make or sell on our website. One is the 6061. The other is the 7075 scope rings. But people might have one. Okay, they look almost identical from the outside, and it was pretty much the same like the design. But what's really different? Okay, the first is going to be the like the material. So the 7075 aluminum is quite a bit harder to machine, and also the cost of the material is I think close to like 3 times or maybe 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the majority of the cost is actually the cost of manufacture, because you know the 7075 aluminum is used on both like firearms or like scope many like firearm accessories for a very long time, and it's used to replace stainless steel or like the steel part. And the 6061 aluminum is basically to replace also the steel part, but it's like less important. So the mechanical or the material property of the 7075 is going to be better than the 6061 rings, in my opinion. And then mostly the tensile strength and the hardness as well, and also density as well. So even though they look the same, but they are a little bit different. The 7075 aluminum is a little bit heavier and then stronger compared to the 6061. It's also reflected on the price as well. But they do share the same bore grinding process, as we have seen from the previous video for the one-piece mount. They are just it's the same. To do the bore grinding, the 661 aluminum is is a little bit softer, so the machining tooling wear is going to be a lot less. So in the long run, for example, in a batch of manufacture for like 5,000 units, the total cost is difference is basically what is reflected on the price is almost double the price. So. And but the benefit of going to a 7035 ring first is that the first part is that the material is stronger. So if you are afraid of, okay, if it's very high recoil, right? For example, something like a 50 BMG or close, like, or even you think, okay, 3006 can create some very significant recoil on your rifle or your optics, and then definitely go with 7075. And another big, I mean, a bigger difference between these two are the 7075, like the one-piece scope mount, has a set of index pins in the middle to make sure that scope ring or top cap is easier to line up, and also under the recoil, it's not going to move your object, move your going to move back and forth according, I mean, in under the recoil, and everything else from the outside should be the same. Let's see, and these rings are. Why does it not stay? Okay, these rings are serialized, so when you are mounting the scope rings, there's basically you can see a pair is A. Sorry, let's do it on this side here. Uh, wait, where is my go up? Okay. Yeah, so the A is matching to the A, the B is matching to the B, and then also it's pointing towards the um, front of the your firearm or your air rifle. So that kind of ensures the accuracy. When we put it in, it's going to be consistent every single time, and we might also mark um, um, the appropriate torque you need to put on to mount the rings, and also sequence of torquing. So and the specification of the scope ring is also marked here. So we try to mark everything for people to, I mean, uh, this is a joke, but it's marine proof. Hopefully, it's marine proofed. And of course, as all the rings manufacturer or the seller of the scope rings and mounts, we offer a lot of different a variety of different sizes and heights to basically to fit everyone's need. And if you guys have anything, um, if you have guys have any like suggestion or recommendations of how can we make this better? For example, some people might thought, okay, 1.45 is still not high enough for me. We might need it like a 1.65 or 1.7 height range. Please let us know, and then if we collect enough need, we will make sure we are caught up. We catch up with the market as well. Um, I think that's everything about these two set of rings so far from my end. And if do you guys have any other questions? Uh, my ring story. Okay, that's still the old one. So another feature compared to a lot of other rings and mounts on the market right now, we decided to go with a bigger type of bolt and screws compared to the other manufacturer, because the screws and bolts are pretty important for the scope rings and mounts. So go by basically with going into like a bigger size, it's easier to torque, and there's less thread going in, and also because the precision grinding process we have done with these rings, we don't need many turns of threads to keep everything in line. So that keeps reinstalling or installing the ring very pleasant experience for and the end user, because I've um, uninstall and reinstall scopes on my rifle before many times, and then the one frustrating process is to remove the ring caps, and it just sometimes never seems to be an end of the unthreading it, so it just keep turning, and then there's 4 or even 6 set screws or bolts you have to remove. But for our scope rings, it's like less than 15 turns and then it's out, or even around 10-ish turns it's out. So it's just a lot easier to install and reinstall it. Mm. I think that's all the scope rings. And then if you choose the HD 530 scope with pair with this scope rings, and then it's going to be under 300, and also this one with the um, 8 HD 82 LHD 82 32. That will be keep it under 300. Jax, I just made an order. Am I able to track my order? Yes, my assistant. Can you go get back to Jax and then and help him to get around how to track the order he has placed on our website? And I don't have an account on here on our website, so please, if you still have questions, we have. Um, if you still have questions, if you go back to the page, we have a support. We have live. So Discovery Optics has a live. What? Discovery Optics has a lifetime warranty here for all of our products. And then if you are willing to reach out to us, just fill up this chart, and then it will send an email to our um, customer service support. And also there is a support email written right here. That's our customer service. Okay, will you please tell me your order number? I'll check it. I think you just need to get to know how to track the order, like the where it is at on the website, and like yeah, I think that's that what he was asking. Going back through the comments and see if there's anything I missed. Did we did we get back to Marcelo about the promotions for Brazil? Marcelo, if you are still here, please shoot us in the email, and then we can go back. We will probably get back to you on there because we are actually not sure. I'm so sorry. I am not very sure about our dealers in Brazil, and then if we have affiliated possibility in there because of the law restrictions in Brazil. I thought it was pretty strict. Last time I heard about conversation on our business in Brazil is that it's heavily affected by the import laws there. I think that's everything in terms of comment. So that's all the content we have prepared for today, and to go through the $300 options for you guys, and maybe extend this topic a little bit. I thought SWFA just recently released their Gen 2 fixed power optics and fixed power rifle scopes, and then they used to be a kind of like a not a really a meme, but it's like a trend for people. Okay, and that's the cheapest made in Japan optics you can get for like $300. And then we're not trying to compete with them, but for 350 or $300, I think our option, our options, in my opinion, is giving most users more capabilities of doing things like in terms of precision shooting, because you can get both the rings and both a set of rings or mount and the another variable power optics with very good features, all the features and optical performance on it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go with the fixed power scope, and then both have advantages, disadvantages, and I mean it's a personal choice. And then we're just showing what we are, what solution we are offering. And if you guys have other comments or the what is it called? If you guys have other solutions for this $300 range price range, you can also let us know, and then how can we do better? Because we want to take a wing on this class for affordable precision oriented optics. So, and if there's any other better options, also let us know as well what you guys are thinking. Zeke, clap, clap, clap. Okay, thank you for coming in. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. Hopefully, everything is going smooth for you guys because, in terms of Discovery Optics, I think we had a great year. And hopefully, we can make things better in the incoming year. And all of you guys, for all of you guys are not here previously, we are going to the SHOT Show 2025. And then if you guys are visiting, definitely drop by. Our booth. That's we would love to meet you guys there. And thank you for Happy New Year. Thank you, Michael. You as well, sir. Um, my counting supplies. Hope in near future a clean reticle with the Discovery 3215. Yeah. So by expanding the expanding reticle options and also MOA versus MRAD options. That's one of the topic we're going to address in the incoming year. Right now, we're limited by what our manufacturing capability is, and then trying to, how do I say, getting a better getting a better stand onto the market with what product we are having right now. So. Happy New Year, and hey, what animal is the 2025 below Chinese calendar for that rat year? What animal is the 2025 below Chinese calendar in? I'm from rat year. Sorry, my I'm having a difficulty understanding. What animal is the? I'm a little bit confused what I'm supposed to be looking at. What from the rat year? Is this a year of rat? Let me take a look at it. What is 2025? 2025 is snake. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little bit confused with how you wrote it. So 20 Chinese zodiac 2025 is snake. Snake will be the next Chinese year. Yes. Google says snake would snake year 2025 may bring some challenges in your career and finances, but stay positive and flexible to overcome the setback. Okay. Yes, the zodiac snake is considered like flexible and very, how do you say? I know snake in the Christian culture is considered not very positive uh, symbol because snake, I mean, the serpent is a symbol of Satan, right? And that's the serpent is the thing beguiled. I thought it should be Eve to take the fruit of the tree of life. Yeah, I think that's the story. Yeah, sorry, I'm a. I hate to say this, but I'm actually Christian, so I should know this. Yeah, I consider myself a Christian. I read the Bible in New and Old Testament. The snake is the sixth animal in the Chinese zodiac. Snakes are considered mysterious, smart, wise, good at talking, determined, and caring. Okay, Mike, I'm going to look up what is rat. What is Chinese zodiac rat? Rat is considered intelligent and popular and love attending parties and social gatherings. So it's like a social butterfly. Social butterfly rat. Okay. All right. So much about the Chinese zodiac. I think that's very interesting. I haven't been home for a very long time, and then whenever I heard people talking about zodiacs, I think that's very interesting. I mean, so I'm a zodiac Chinese zodiac. My Chinese zodiac is monkey. So the playful and energetic. Okay, I think that's pretty accurate. And so much about the Chinese zodiac. If you guys have, I will leave the stream. I'll leave the live open for another maybe couple minutes. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. And I think we're done with the topics about the topics today already. So all right, any other questions? Going once, going twice. All right, I think we're done here today, and hopefully you guys have a wonderful holiday continues. And the sales on our website is still going. So if you guys haven't picked up any um, stuff from Discovery Optics yet, just go and please go check it out, and hopefully we can. We'll see you next week. It will be. Let me check the date really quick. It's going to be the third. So I can't remember. Is the holiday for New Year 2 days or three? I can't remember. If this three, that would be wonderful. If it's still holiday evening. So we'll see you guys next live stream on the third, and we are out here.